Happy Tuesday, everybody! For the Americans, yesterday. This is our Monday, so it's Labor Day. But hopefully, your first day back at work or school or whatever you did today was enjoyable in some form or fashion. Tonight, we have a heroic division team, two teams, Dark Allegiance and Archon, going up. This is week 5, I believe. Best of 3. Archon has been a perennial team for the past, I don't know, forever in NGS. Couple seasons in Heroes Lounge, and that was a thing for NA. And Dark Allegiance, I don't know too much about this team, besides recognizing some names from Storm League. But should we get some good games? Hopefully they go good. First map is BOE. We are going towards Dark Allegiance won the first pick, coin toss, and Archon has taken us to Battlefield of Eternity. And we'll jump into this draft as soon as everyone is ready to go. If you are here rooting for one of your friends or family or whatever, shout them out in the Twitch chat. I know that many teams like to go back and review the VOD to catch things that either did well or did poorly at, or just to show off to their friends. We have 2 thumbs up, one from the caster and one from Archon, waiting for Dark Allegiance to take us into this draft. Oh, and we're all ready to go. Maybe. Here we go. Of eternity. First ban does go over towards Dark Allegiance. Question is, does this team recognize team fight or burn? Last couple fights I've seen on this map, the team that's opted for burn have won the overall map pick, even though they had less kills. But not sure what the priority here is for either team. We'll find out pretty quickly here. But we see a quick ban on Garrosh and Stukov. Interesting that I know Little Bex plays a really strong Stukov. So she's clipping that from the available hero pool. Maybe she's looking for a Brightwing down the road. Next man does come on to Johanna. Perhaps trying to tank choke Virtuoso. And final ban in this first phase, over to Archon. They're opting to get rid of Stitches. Looks pretty good in a bathing suit this time of year. First pick. For the frozen throne. Mr. Christie's opting to take away the Nubarak from Virtuoso. So good engage tank. Looks like they might look at team fighting versus burn with the Nubarak pick here. As the weeks have gone by, less of a priority than the Nazebo bans, but still Junkrat with good zoning and traps. Always a good pick here. Lloyd's picking up a Fisto. They opt here for a bruiser or a healer.
I hear the call.
And we do see the Rexar being picked up. Fantastic Rexar. I mean, you can run Rexar in the 4-man if you'd like, but also a fantastic offlane choice. Expand phase, knowing that both teams need healers. I'm not sure how comfortable either healer players are flexing, but JTR is opting to ban out the Brightwing. I do know that Bex also plays Malfurion. I think we played this team, and she did play the Malf. Played a really good Malf. We faced her. And final ban coming out. Probably a tank. Oh, they're choosing to get rid of Anna. All right. I would like to see Bex opt into picking her healer here and let JTR flex with his last pick. So I'm looking for a healer and tank pick here. Bex choosing to go Lucio with a May. Great sustain tank coming out from Virtuoso. Pretty quick snap pick from Anduin on Mafia. And final pick heading over to Dark Allegiance on Azrael. Can't really see his name. Azrael. Might be the bad guy from the Smurfs. Remain. Okay.
Rise again.
And then final pick coming out from Archon. JTR is going to flex into this. It's got a lot of choices here. He's played a little bit of everything this season. But JTR is opting to go with Vala. So based off this this draft, I'll put a poll in the Twitch chat. Which team wins, red or blue? Red is Archon, blue is Dark Allegiance. Let's start this draft now. But yeah, based off this, I do like both teams, but I have to say the Junkrat and the Vala, pretty strong meta picks. Vala has the choice to opt into Q build and or W build based if she wants team fight or burn. And the Junkrat is just a nasty hero to play against. But Anub'arak can burrow and disable some of the traps that Junkrat may put down, but it is wasting a burrow with a longer cooldown. But let's see how game one turns out. Yeah, good games. And on the blue side, we have Mafia on Anduin, Mr. Christie on Anub'arak, Azuriel, the Smurfs guy on Greymane, Lloyd on Mephisto, Tops on Rexar. And on the right side, Archon, Team Red. Virtuoso is playing May. Midnight Haze is Junkrat, JTR 30k. Vala, Little Bex on Lucio. And Fatal Rampage on everyone's favorite dinosaur, the Haka.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We cannot tarry.
Do you see rotation top from Archon? Untraditional rotation here. I believe Rexar is going to spot this out. Or Misha. They're going to kill that bear. Yep. Bear's down. Midnight Haze will do his best to defend this push here. We do see rotation bottom lane from Archon to defend this bottom wall. Ice Flurry misses, but Lloyd is pretty low here. And look at level 1 talent builds. Looks like Anub'arak is opting for the Beetle build at 1. And JTR is looking at Q build. Good damage onto Anub'arak. We're able to burrow away. Archon's going to go ahead and start this bottom siege camp. Very aggressive play, putting Anubrak in a bad position. Mr. Christie's deep, able to get the counter kill onto Vala. And they're going to be able to steal away this camp and get the kill onto JTR. Very aggressive play coming out from Archon. Dark Allegiance made them pay for it. We see a pretty early camp start from Dark Allegiance on this hard camp. Typically, you start that at about 2:15. They're choosing to start it pretty early. Perhaps to rotate top lane to grab that siege camp. Let Lloyd just anchor this bottom side. But again, we do have Archon and company start putting pressure on this top siege. And with the absence of Anduin, Dark Allegiance didn't let this go. Both hard camps are grabbed. And level 4s are online for both teams. You see the red team posturing bottom lane here. To get in a position to burn this bottom objective. And it looks like this first half of this objective phase is going to go over to the side of Archon. Tung does land on as Azerial from Dahaka, but more of a defensive Tung to get away. Burrow onto the Haka, he might be in trouble. Pops his trait. Even with the trait, the Mephisto is able to secure the kill. Virtuoso might be in trouble here. That's a 2-for-0 going into the advantage of Dark Allegiance. We do have Mafia booped out, but look, fantastic turn on the Bex. She goes down. That's 3-for-0 so far. And throughout the whole of this, they have Greymane putting damage into their objective. Lucille will be up in 6 seconds. They should have time to try and put some damage into this blue objective. It's going to be a race here and see if they can do it. Securing the kill onto Dahaka. And this objective, wow, a lot of deaths over this objective. This is a blue immortal going top lane. Pretty gnarly objective. You know, first objective we saw 7 kills there. 2 members down for Dark Legions as it's walking into the Archon side here. Pretty unhealthy immortal, so it should be a pretty simple objective player. But JTR is looking to put some damage into Mr. Christie. As Lloyd pumps out the W damage on Mephisto. Good burrow on the little Bex coming up from Archon. Objective is cleared. As we're looking for some counter damage coming out. Dahaka lands a good Q onto Nubarak. Burrow. And the burrow was not in time to save the Anubrak. We're going to see Archon start this siege camp top real quick while they have numbers. And Rexar's putting some decent damage into this bottom wall. Interested to see what they do with this siege camp top here. Looks like we do see rotation bottom lane come from Archon. They are going to be able to get here in time. we do see members of Dark Legions putting fantastic damage into this top fort. Just pushing into this thing. That should be a dead fort. We do see Junkrat rotating top lane.
Be ready.
I'm not sure if Dark Allegiance is going to go ahead and want to finish this fort off before the next objective phase. And this fort has 33 health. Like someone could do a sneeze in that thing. Tongue misses from Fatal Rampage. Objectives up in 2 seconds. We do see red team Archon start to burn on the blue Immortal as Fatal Rampage is going to position himself. We do see May and company start to burn on the hard camp. Dark Allegiance is starting their hard camp, so we're going to have counter pushing in both lanes coming from these teams. Objective health is in the favor of Dark Legions at the moment. But it looks like these teams are going to opt team fight. Here versus the burn. Ice Wall lands onto Mephisto, followed up with the Ice Wall root, but good pull from Mafia to get the Mephisto out. Real misses. Light Bomb is a little off target, and they are still able to secure the kill onto Hawk, but counter kill onto Mephisto. Junkrat Bomb does land. And we have both hard camps pushing top and bottom lane. And Little Bex is in trouble here. They're able to secure the kill onto Bex. And Mr. Christie's not done yet. Looking at Vala. Thought perhaps the Junkrat Boop was going to secure the kill onto Vala, but no luck for a Nubarak. And we do have both these hard camps pushing pretty good. And this objective phase is going to go for a second time in a row in the favor of Dark Allegiance. This will be walking bottom lane. Mafia and company are going to look to secure this this fort here. And with just an Anduin, W, going to get that. We do see Dahaka top lane. It is a 4v5 bottom here defense. Ice Wall does land. Dahaka might be in trouble here. Durance of Fate does land on Lucio, followed up with a burrow from Nubarak. Fatal Rampage is rooted, but we do see counter pressure here onto Azrael. He's silence and blind, but looks like he's able to get away. Did we get the counter kill on Mr. Christie? They do get the kill on Mr. Christie. And it looks like they have tops zoned out here. It's going to be a 2-for-0. I would like to see Archon start to push into this bottom fort. They are going to grab the siege camp, clear waves. We do see Greymane rotating top lane. And Greymane is starting the hard camp top lane, able to secure that push top.
Of the day.
These blue forts are so low. You see a pretty aggressive invasion here coming out from Dark Allegiance. Boars come out, able to root the Junkrat. High fives around the world. Nubrak might be in trouble here. Dahaka is able to secure the kill there. We see a light bomb coming out in the Mephisto. Dahaka burrowed. Greymane might die here. That's a 3-for-0 going into the advantage of Archon. We do have a blue camp pushing top lane. And with 3 members dead for the next 50 or so seconds, we're going to see an invasion on the Bruiser camp of Dark Allegiance coming out from Archon. Halftime is going over from the Vala damage onto the objective phase. Bruisers are grabbed. And they're going to start the burn on this top Immortal as Dark Allegiance tries to reset, get back into this game here. Now with a pretty healthy Immortal, this Immortal is going to be spawning top lane. Level 16s are online for Archon. And we do see, you know, rejuvenation coming out from Lucio to boost overall healing. Pretty aggressive pull, followed up with a Durance of Hate onto Dahaka, able to save. I forgot who he hooked, but that was a save there. This Immortal with about 80% shielding. Fantastic Ice Wall does land at Anduin, followed up with the Anduin Light Bomb to try to save, but the Anduin does go down. If Dark Allegiance isn't careful, this could be game if they get one more pick with this objective pushing with so much health. Naka's looking for a tongue, misses. Top keep is down. We do see Archon continue to push with this Immortal at full health. Anduin's down for 5 more seconds. Misha drops. Durance of Hate misses. Lloyd's pretty low. He's forcing a port back. And this core is at 80% dropping pretty quickly. We do see Azrael going in with a throat against JTR and company. JTR goes down. Port to 14%. 1%. And that's GG going over to Archon. Fantastic turn of events here. Felt like for a lot of that game, we saw Dark Allegiance in the driver's seat. Level 13s were hit from Archon, and they were able to take it away. Looking at stats, 10 kills to 8. I mean, most of those kills came towards the end of the game. But 37,000 damage coming out from Mephisto, and 45,000 coming out from Junkrat. Great games. Yeah, let's look at the kind of some things here. But yeah, overall, strong game one. We're gonna go ahead and look for this next lobby. Let's look at these talents, see if anything weird kind of pops out that I could see. Yeah, it looks like just a beetle build from Nubarak. And Virtuoso. Just a different version of the build I would go. But normal builds, nothing too crazy coming out from either of these teams. Yep. We'll jump into this intermission screen, wait for this next lobby to pop up. And hopefully we see game 3. Next map is up. We are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is the map choice of Archon again. Dark Legion's opting to pick first. Waiting for all the members of Dark Legion to get into this lobby. But strong game one coming out from both these teams. Archon was able to secure the win in game one with just them scaling towards level 16 and getting some pretty clutch kills onto the healer. Readies are coming out from Archon, waiting for Dark Allegiance to pop in here, and we'll jump in. Jump in here in this draft. But if you are here supporting a friend or an enemy, let them know you're here. They appreciate it whenever they hear good words or good vibes. I believe Dark Allegiance is just going over maybe some comp for this map. We are getting thumbs up from Allegiance and Archon. About to jump into this draft.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
All right. First pick, first ban is heading over to Dark Allegiance one more time. Let me update these score screens. It's not 1-0 or 0-0 any longer. It's 1-0 in the favor of Archon. Not sure if they're going to go ahead and stick with the same bans they had last game, or if it's going to be something different. We do see another ban onto. We see the ban on a Junkrat, respecting the Junkrat that came out from, I believe it was Midnight Haze. Same ban on a Sukov, getting rid of that healer. I think one of the stronger, 1, 2, 3 healers in the game at the moment. We see, Brightwing, Stukov, and Lucio played in the higher divisions of NGS with a great degree of success. Next ban going over towards Dark Allegiance. Opting this time to get rid of the Nubarak. I'm not sure if they're foretelling the fact that they want to go Stitches here. But I do believe Archon banned Stitches last game. And we do see a Leoric ban coming out. First pick here. What does Dark Allegiance prefer? We do see the Nazebo come out. Pretty small map, so he can get both stacks as well as spider stacks. Trait stacks and spider stacks pretty quickly. Let's see what the countermeasures to a Nazebo first pick here is. You see Johanna opting in and a Mephisto. What is the answer for a Mephisto Johanna? Is it a Stitches? Stitches Gorge, the Mephisto?
Let the Inquisition commence.
Interesting. We see Whitemane being picked up here from Mafia. And Rexar again from top. Second time he's played Rexar. Next ban phase, heading over towards the Archon side. Dark Allegiance still needs to get a tank. They're going to go ahead and get rid of the Stitches. Smart ban there. we do see Urel being taken out. I believe Fatal Rampage does play a fair bit of Urel. I think when I scouted that team, I think Rampage might have played 2 or 3 games as Urel pretty early in the season. So obviously Allegiance is doing a little bit of their homework on the Archon side.
So it begins.
We see Decker Kane coming out on Little Bex. And Diva from the Fatal Rampage side. Last 2 picks going over towards Allegiance, Dark Allegiance. Lloyd and Mr. Christie here. What tanks are up for Christie, and what healer does Lloyd want to pick? I'm sorry, what DPS does Lloyd want to go into here? We do see May being picked up with Tassadar. Build that wall. Looks like the wall will be built on the Dark Allegiance side. Last pick, JTR. I feel like the pick here might be Zeratul coming out from JTR. A lot of squishy targets on the side of Dark Allegiance. We are on a delay. Let's see if JTR and me are mind melded here with the pick. We have his. Tell you what, I did not whisper him whatsoever. So, but I saw the pick coming, 10 seconds ago, and Zeratul is picked up. A lot of squishy targets here, and I feel like with the comp that Archon has, this might be GG go next, but we will see if Dark Allegiance has an answer for the Zeratul pick that JTR picked up here. Game 2. Let's hope we get a pretty competitive game here. But if you are in chat, who do you think wins game number 2 with the comps that both these teams have? I think both these teams are pretty evenly matched in terms of just ability. Perhaps just getting some macro down might turn the favor for Dark Allegiance. But we go into game 2. Both these maps were picked up from Archon, with first pick going over towards Allegiance. Here we go. Game number 2. And introducing the red side, we have JTR on Zeratul, Midnight Haze on Mephisto, Virtuoso on Johanna, Fatal Rampage playing Diva, and Little Bex on my boy, Deckard Kane. And on the blue side, Azuriel on Zebo, Mafia on Whitemane, Tops on Rexar, Lloyd on the guy with the beams, and Mr. Christie is on May. That's going to bother me. Tassadar.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And a momentarily brain fart there. We do see JTR with a strategic leaving game. Always a strong choice early on. Oh, it looked like Zeratul might have died. Well, some pauses coming out from Mafia, showing some good sportsmanship as Zeratul DC'd from the match as it started. Hopefully there's no issues with his internet. He is coming back. Always a stressful moment when you're the player when you DC in a match. Hopefully it's not a issue that JTR needs to deal with tonight. kind of feel like when we played Archon, JTR DC'd as well. I'm not sure where these players live in real life. Hopefully no weather issues for JTR. Those storms are pretty bad on the East Coast. Let's go over level 1. Oh, can't even look at level 1 talents. It's not picked yet. All right. And we are back. We do see JTR coming back into the game. All right. Level 1 talent choices. You see Shadowhunter being picked up from Zeratul. And the quest from Johanna looking for those globes. We're going to see pretty quick rotations on the Archon side to try to stack up those globes for both Zeratul and Johanna. Look, we see Zeratul here looking for damage coming out. Get a kill onto both Whitemane and Nazebo. Perhaps a strategic DC coming out from JTR. Good condemned to stop the Q on Tassadar. But Johanna's going to miss out on a globe as he is pretty deep into this enemy team. And we do see Archon grab the hard camp as they start to rotate bottom, looking at Siege. They're to Whitemane starting their hard camp, leaving just Mr. Christie and Lloyd to clear out these bruisers mid lane, as Johanna and Deckard Cain are looking for some damage top lane here. Zeratul is going to hit some insane power spikes at both 13 and level 16. Until then, he's going to be doing his best to float around, grab XP, and grab globes. Siege camp was grabbed. Bottom lane. And this blue hard camp is pushing mid. Archon will need to respawn. I would like to see Dark Legions here support this blue camp. Midnight Haze might be in trouble here if we had a follow-up from Dark Legions. Unfortunately, they were preoccupied. Deckard does land onto the Zebo here. You still see these siege camps that are pretty healthy put damage in here. Fate Rank Edge needs a boost away. Mr. Christie's gonna miss his knockback for this E. But secure the kill onto Mech. He's trying to turn in her gems, but unable to. Level 7s are online for Archon. Slightly ahead of Dark Legions. Both 7s are on for both teams. Wall up from Tassadar. And this first objective phase is going over toward the advantage of Archon. Johanna opting to go into that speed for Condemn, both passive and I believe 20% move speed when she starts to Condemn to chase down opponents. Midnight Haze might be in trouble here. Able to get the counter kill onto Tassadar, and the kill onto Whitemane, 2 for nothing so far during this spider phase. It's going to put some structure pressure on the Dark Legion side. We could Condemn onto Mr. Christie from Johanna. He might go down for it, and I don't know how many coins. That was at least 15, 16 coins that were dropped by Mr. Christie. Feels bad. Looks like Archon's been able to secure this middle fort, as well as the bottom fort. Extremely good first objective if you are in the Archon side. You typically don't see 2 forts go down on a pretty early objective. And with the death of May, they have about the same gems, 34 to 36. Level 10s will be online from Archon first. Ooh, Mr. Christie might be in trouble here. Oh, looking at Lloyd. Oh, fantastic kill from the Zeratul. JJR showing his prowess on this hero. Level 10s are online. We do see Might of the Nerazim coming out from Zeratul. Little more buttons to push for him to follow up on kills. Turrets of Fate from Mephisto. Falling Sword from Johanna. We do see the sleep from Deckard Cain and micro missiles from Diva. Level 10 should be online momentarily from Dark Allegiance, but they're going to go ahead and lose 3 of these forts prior to a second turn-in from either team. But level 10s are online for Dark Allegiance. Give them a chance to use their ults. Virtuoso is looking to anchor here to stop any turn-ins that he might see. Mr. Christie's rotating bottom lane, looking perhaps at, no. We do see the Archon side starting their hard camp. Bela Rampage might be in trouble here. He does have Bomb up. Condemn comes out. Bomb is out from Rampage. Boars land onto one hero. No damage from the mech bomb. But they do have the hard camp pushing mid, going towards the Dark Allegiance mid keep wall. And level 10s were picked up from Dark Allegiance. Ice Wall from May. The spooky ghost thing coming out from Azebo. And a second web weave phase is going over in advantage of Archon as they still await Dark Allegiance's bruiser camp. Deckard Root misses. Looks like they're going to try to time this bruiser camp with the spiders. Ice Wall misses for May. Fantastic damage coming out from Johanna. Boars come out. Tamora just get away, but they're going to have a hard camp and a spider pushing. Durance comes out, misses. Mafia does go down. Falling Sword onto Lloyd. And this could be... No, they're able to secure the kill onto Lloyd and Mr. Christie. So far, just the Whitemane down. Able to get the kill, though, onto Nazebo. Midnight Haze is unhealthy, but they're able to get the kill onto Rexar. 3 members down for Dark Allegiance. Not sure what Archon wants to do here. Do they want to push or get structures? Looks like they're going to opt into getting this bottom keep down. And if they can get... Durance comes out. Oh, I'm sorry. Durance does not come out. It was a shade. Durance does come out here. Lloyd might be in trouble here. Ice Wall does land on the Mephisto. Falling Sword, looking for Rexar. Able to get the kill onto Rexar. 2 for nothing so far. Level 15 versus level 12. 3-level advantage. You typically don't see this type of discrepancy in the Heroic Division. Things have sort of gotten out of hand for Dark Allegiance. And we are going to see JTR put some structure damage, clearing waves on this top key. But Core is at 40%, dropping quickly. And this looks like game 2 in a domination is going over towards Archon. Fantastic game 2, going over towards Archon. GG, well played. Looks like that Zeratul DC was not too detrimental towards JTR's overall match play. But let's go ahead and look at these stats. No surprise here. We did see JTR kind of pog out with 4 kills. But fantastic damage coming out from Midnight Haze with 41,000 and the most siege damage. And Lloyd with a fair amount of siege damage, and Rexar topping the charts in damage at 26,000. Looking at talents, nothing too crazy pops out at me. Like Virtuoso opting to go Falling Sword, Roar. But no, strong game from Archon. Game 1, they came back towards the middle part of that game. Game 2 was just start to finish. They controlled that map on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's message Bex to see if she wants to do an interview. Question mark. And we'll jump into that. But yeah, game 2 heads over towards Archon. Able to get the domination onto Dark Allegiance. And perhaps we'll get an answer from Bex to see if she wants to do an interview. If not, we'll call it. No harm, no foul. So no answer just yet. Give her, 5 seconds and we'll get this going. But no worries. Okay. Looks like Bex might be chatting with her team. No harm, no foul. But yeah, good game 1 and 2 coming off Archon, showing why they are one of the top teams in this division. And like I said, I'm Danny. Thank you for watching tonight. We saw Archon 2-0 Dark Allegiance. GG and go next.